Hi everyone, it's Rob here from Media, and today we are going to be talking about how to use images properly on your website for this week's hashtag website Wednesday. So I've mentioned before that we're basically going back on our previous blog posts and just delivering the same information to you in the form of video. First of all, let's start with image quality. So images can really kind of make or break your website, and the most important thing is really the quality. If you have low resolution, pixelated, blurry images, stretched images, all those rubbish looking images, you are going to increase the bounce rate of your website. And what we mean by that is how many people come onto your website and do nothing but leave. Before you start your website project, it's best to have lots of high quality images because that's going to reflect the quality of your business. Next, let's talk about the image size. It's very easy to take pictures and put them on your website. But when you're using a high quality camera, images are huge in dimensions, like 4,000 pixels or so, when a traditional screen is actually 1920 by 1080. In this example, let's talk about a blog post, and an image that's going to appear in that is going to be 400 by 300. It's only going to be a very small sort of box for this image. The image that we have is bigger than that. It's 1600 by 1200. If we put that 1600 by 1200 image onto our website, we are going to increase the loading speed of the website. Now 1600 by 1200 isn't too bad of an image, and we could put that on the back end of the website, but to really optimize it, we need to manually shrink that image down to the dimensions we want it to be. So 400 by 300 pixels. It's easy to use these larger images, put them on, but they all add up. So we want to reduce unnecessary server load. Let's now talk about stock images. My advice really is to not use them. You should have your own photos taken for you because that is what's going to truly reflect your business. If you're going to use stock images, I would recommend using them for really just blog posts, because who realistically has a team of people smiling, shaking hands in suits and fist bumping over some big deal? It's also best not to mix between stock images and your own images because that just ends up looking messy. The difference in the quality just looks odd. There's just no point. Really recommend having a professional photographer coming in, investing in some good photographs and putting them on your website. If you're going to use stock images, there are a couple of sources. So if we use them, we use Pexels or Pixabay. We'll put a link in the description for you. Both of these websites are free to use and you can download the images at high resolutions, but just make sure you check the permissions of how you can use the images, the licenses. If you want to invest some money into stock images, then I would probably suggest Shutterstock or Adobe Stock. Again, we'll link these in the description. Thanks for listening, and we will be back next week for another hashtag website Wednesday.